Nearly 166 million Americans live paycheck to paycheck, which covers around 64% of the entire population. Don't take our words for granted. It's a statement Bloomberg made. They rely on the next payday to pay for utilities, rent, loan, and credit card while meeting essential needs like purchasing food, clothing, and transportation, since many of them fall short while making payments. This is where cash advance apps come into play. Cash advance apps like Possible Finance, Brigit, or Cashin let you use a small amount of money from your next paycheck before you even receive it. In an ideal world, everyone has an emergency fund to deal with unexpected expenses. But the reality is totally different, which is why the cash advance app market size is expected to grow remarkably from 2023 to 2030. Unlike the other traditional borrowing options such as credit cards or personal loans, these apps charge you comparatively less amount of fees than interest rates. And let's not forget there's more flexibility with the apps, and certainly less paperwork involved. However, these apps may charge you monthly fees, fast funding fees, or even ask you to tip them occasionally. Our top picks are Possible Finance and Brigit. They both are standard options, but one may meet your needs better than the other. So today, we will explore and compare each app in detail, including loan limits, interest rates, time extensions, and customer ratings. If you're falling behind paying your bills and looking for a good cash advance app, Possible Finance or Brigit might be worth considering. Possible Finance is a consumer finance company that offers small loans and a guided path toward long-term financial health. It was founded in 2017 and has provided over 1.65 million small dollar loans to over 500,000 customers since 2019. Possible focuses on helping communities break the debt cycle and unlock economic mobility for generations. Brigit is another financial health app with a business model aligned with their customers. Founded in 2017, Brigit serves more than 4 million active users. They create transparent, fair, and simple financial products, help users spend wisely, and avoid unfair fees. Both offer small amounts of loans online without checking your credit score and save you from overdrafting your account. Neither bank checks your banking history when you apply for an account. This means you may qualify for an account even if you don't have a healthy transaction history. Possible Finance funds loans within 1 or 2 business days, which is fast, but it has a high interest rate. Although the rates are lower than personal loans, it's still higher than its competitors. Brigit, on the other hand, offers smaller cash advances, but the app has payment flexibility and tries not to overdraft your account while repayment. Now let's compare Possible Finance and Brigit's pros and cons in detail to find out which one may best suit your needs. First things first, let's talk about the fast funding during emergency. Both apps are real speedy with the approvals. Possible Finance grants you loans from $50 to $500 within 1 or 2 days. Possible Finance loans are typically repaid in 4 bi-weekly payments. The schedule is tied to borrowers' paydays, so the frequency and amount can vary. But the lender says customers make 4 equal loan payments over 8 weeks. On the contrary, Brigit's advance amounts from $50 to $250, and with the express fee, you can get it within 20 minutes. Without express fee, it can vary from 1 to 3 days. The repayment is withdrawn from your bank account on the date Brigit determines to be your next payday. A Possible Finance loan has a high interest rate and is a good option for borrowers who don't qualify for a lower rate loan from a different lender. However, their APRs can reach up to 248%, while the typical rate on payday loans is around 400%. Brigit doesn't charge interest and also does not ask for a tip. This may not seem like a big deal, but a $15 tip can drive the cost of borrowing up into the triple-digit APR range. However, users must pay a monthly $9.99 subscription fee to get the advance. It is the highest mandatory fee among loan apps, but it may be worth the price if you also use Brigit's additional budgeting and credit-building tools. Now let's talk about the user efficiency of both apps. Some users have reported glitches and technical issues with the Possible Finance app, from difficulties in reaching their customer service to loan applications being declined. Users have suffered it all. In terms of user-friendliness, Brigit wins our favor with its seamless and user-friendly interface. Now, what about getting assistance from the company when you are in need of their support or guidance? Well, this part is tricky, and it's hard to get support from a real person nowadays. And let's be honest, most of the time chatbots don't even understand us, let alone solve our problems. You can only reach a possible customer service representative via an online form, and representatives respond via email from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. The lender has a complaint phone number, but it goes straight into a voicemail box. At Brigit, there are 3 ways to get in touch with them, and they have a better chance to respond quickly through their chatbot Jess, live chat, and email. So, in the worst-case scenario, what happens if you cannot pay them back within the given timeline? Possible has a generous grace period should you not be able to make one of the payments. No interest will be charged if you make the payments on time, and the company never charges a late fee. They tack on a flat-rate borrowing fee for every amount borrowed. The borrowing fees are divided equally across the 4 installment payments. In such case, Brigit may cause an overdraft fee, but the company says it offers partial repayment options, or a chance to reschedule the payment date for users with insufficient funds. Users can preview and adjust the repayment date before agreeing to get an advance, or they can request a deferral. So to put things into a clearer perspective, it's obvious that financial emergencies don't always line up with your payday. Sometimes you need to access your wages ahead of schedule. If you are living paycheck to paycheck or ever have, you know how difficult it is and how stressful and overwhelming it can be. By living paycheck to paycheck, you are also subjected to increased risk of overdraft fees and a necessity to get loans which are expensive and hard to pay back. To make it worse, companies like payday loan lenders take advantage of and offer unfair loans to borrowers in an attempt to keep them in a vicious cycle of debt, known as a payday loan trap. Brigit, on the other hand, will monitor your spending and deposits. It uses this information to help you see where your money is going, identify ways to save and spend less, put together a budget, etc. If you meet the app's criteria, you can also use it to help cover expenses between paychecks via their cash advance program. So, what are your thoughts on budgeting apps? Please share in the comment section below.